we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They start the drive with Cook, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud sets up the play action.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Steps away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up 50 here on 4th. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Titans at 6-4 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
But they go play action. Here's Levis. The Cockrell holds it in left side.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Pierce will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Levis.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Levis from the gun.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a 2nd and 6. Stroud to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Room to maneuver at the 35. 20! And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And it's a touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turning it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a 2nd and 10. Little bootleg here. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 6.
19 light.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. That is caught. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Levis. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First and 10, here's Levis. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 5. Levis out of the shotgun now.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Now Levis. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Buying time to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another carry for Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Levis now off of play action. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
60
Levis to throw it. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? 70 range, 70 range. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
Levis back to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
70 range, 70 range. 70 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 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 70 M Okay, ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done.
Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell, 74 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Liking 18. Check up.
On second down, here's Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
19 yards. And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Levis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Cook up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Play action. Stroud now. Rolling to his right. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Texans. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
31, Titans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Got it. Ready?
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Levis looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. T. Higgins with career touchdown number 60. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pierce gets this one running right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Levis sets up to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And now here's another interception. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Gardner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Second down and 8. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. That's out quickly to Bateman. So the completion good for just 3. And now third down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Stroud working out of the gun. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, Gardner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Eluding the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Well, they're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 9.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Houston, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.